What's up, Mastodon family? Another episode, another week. We're on episode 12, week 11. I'm here with my boy,
Vince Spadoni.
And I'm John Diedrich, as always. This week, we're talking about our Ball State recap and what we have coming up. As this season comes to an end, or almost an end, as I should say. We have a couple more weeks left. We're preparing ourselves to, place ourselves in a good spot for the playoffs. So let's get into it. First of all, I think this is the best Mastodon drawing we've had yet. Vince did the honors of drawing this week. We got the front-facing athletic logo. The Don's facing at us. He's angry. He's mad. Ready to feel the rumble, if you know what I'm saying. Vince, tell me about your drawing, man. It looks pretty sharp.
I actually did not do this off the reference in the PFW logo.
This is straight off his brain.
I've been going here for too long.
Yeah. All right. So now that we have that out of the way, 10 out of 10 drawing, Vince, better than Caden and Brody's combined. Brody's was a little terrifying. All right. So start with Ball State. Not the result we wanted, of course. Vince, I know you got in a little bit, got a nice little ace. And tell me how you feel about that game. Kind of what happened, and then how we're feeling coming out of it in the practice this week.
So yes, we did lose the match, and I feel like there were definitely things that we do need to work on, and I think that this is a good thing because we do have things we need to work on, and we know we can strike those things as we work on them in practice and progress ourselves for what's coming on for this week and in April. And all that.
Yeah, so positive mindset, right? It's a loss. We don't enjoy. I definitely don't enjoy because it's Ball State. I don't like losing, and I don't like losing to Ball State. But they're a very good team, so understandable, right? And I think having that positive attitude, and we've had some good practice so far this week, and we're getting ready for this weekend. So yeah, positive outlook. I think you played great. Tell me how you feel when you get in the game. Your number gets called. What's going through your brain?
Well, when I get pulled in game, it's gonna be a good feeling because that coach was trusting you and you're gonna do good things. You gotta picture yourself doing good things as you help yourself and your teammates get better because it's a team sport and you gotta keep the mindset going and keep the rhythm moving and no issues should be happening because you always gotta have a good vibe and everything.
Yeah, I think it's always fun to come off the bench. Because it's always a good feeling getting your number called, right? Going back there and just going and have fun. Mm-hmm. And it looked like you got to go in with Ethan, and it's fun. So it's fun to watch. So all right, so Ball State's out of the way. We leave tomorrow actually a little bit early to go to St. Louis for McKendree and Lindenwood. Again, as we come off of a pretty rough loss, tell me what's going through your mind going into this weekend.
Well, we know what to do first. After the Ball State game, we saw what we did wrong and. We're focusing on those that practice at the moment, and we have a chance to do that tomorrow at our serve and pass at McKendree tomorrow too. Mm-hmm. So we get to focus on what's important at the McKendree game, so that we can do what we didn't do against Ball State and actually fix those misses.
Right, yeah. Execute the scout sheet, stuff like that.
Exactly.
We're road warriors, and because we're on the road the next 2 weeks. Tell me how you feel, on the road. Long bus trip. Do you like bus trips? Do you not? Tell me about those trips.
I feel when it comes to trips, it really depends on what the outcome and what the situation and mood is because it's about how the team feels. After the Loyola game, it was a really fun bus ride back. Everybody was singing, it was good.
Yeah,
I was a little tired, but it was.
We definitely all were.
Yeah, and after when we were at Lindenwood to play CSUN and Menlo, I thought that was a really tiring trip for all of us because it was a 6-hour drive and we got to do that back and we're not at PFW until 2 o'clock in the morning. So
yeah,
anything to be prepared for. So that's why we got to get 2-0 this weekend, 2-0. So that could bring really good vibes for the whole trip back.
I'm here for it. Do you enjoy the bus ride?
Absolutely.
Just hanging out with the guys and stuff like that?
Hanging out with the guys, being on the phone with my friends, my girlfriend, and doing homework and all that.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Yeah. Maybe minus the homework. I don't know. I don't know about the homework, but I agree. So, talking about the bus rides, I need your opinion because I know you dabble in Among Us a little bit. Just a little bit. Give me your opinion on who's the best and who's the worst.
The best on the team at Among Us has got to be this really amazing person named John Diedrich. He's always so good at Among Us, and I always hear a lot of things about him when the whole team plays.
That's not a hot take. And I think I agree with you. What? No way. I agree. Tell me about the worst player. And really think about the worst. And you can rip them apart.
I'm sorry, Jumpy. Jumpy, that's going to you. I feel like you just don't really do much other than get eliminated every game. It's just sad to see, and you just always quit early. And it's funny to watch.
So, but I need to, because honestly, Jean P surprised me. I thought you were going to say Caden Fosdick.
Caden is like a wild card because like Caden can do a lot of interesting things. He's like all over the place, but Jumpy really sets it down. It's like an all-time low.
Dang, Jean P, you're gonna have to step your game up this weekend, my guy. Step it up.
We got a long ride tomorrow, Jumpy. Lock in.
I love it. All right, moving on from Among Us. I love to hear everybody's opinion on Among Us. It's a reoccurring weekly thing, you know. All right, so first year, like a little halfway over your freshman season. Like, what's it like being like away from home? Like, what does it mean that you're still close enough to home where it's like, a couple hour drive?
So I think it's a pretty good thing looking at it now. Like at the start of the year, being away from home was a little bit difficult because like you have to adjust a lot and there's like a lot of new things to look at. But then as you progress through the months, you gotta look at what you have there and like what you have there now and like the new stuff you can find too. Like recently, like maybe like starting like a week ago or like 2 days ago, like I started looking at sunsets more on like sunny days, like this one for instance. Like maybe today's a good day.
Yeah.
So like I think it's like sets the mood and it's a really good look.
Mm-hmm. I agree because like when the winters are long here, especially, and then like you're going through the grind every day of morning practice, it can be tough. And like when March and April starts coming around and it's like end of the season ish and like the winter season, excuse me. I don't want the end of the volleyball season, but end of winter and like we get nice days. It's definitely like a good feeling. Like so when you can be outside in a t-shirt again, it's like
it's so
unmatched. I completely agree. Especially like getting out of practice. Or I like morning practices because then it feels like you have your whole day left over. So it's like always pretty nice. How has it been going with like all the other freshmen as well? Like, have you been enjoying like meeting new people and like especially like in classes and stuff like that? How's that been?
It's been going good. I mean, there's a lot of people that I'm meeting. Obviously, I don't really have much time to like hang out with those guys because I'm like either doing like homework or being with the volleyball team or like traveling.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty good look, and it's always good to make friends, especially if you need like help with homework or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. And how has been the grind of being a student athlete, balancing homework and practice and stuff like that? Because it's an adjustment, right? Like you're a freshman, you're new to this.
From the beginning, it did feel a little difficult and overwhelming, but I managed to like overcome it a lot with like helps with like good resources and like office hours with professors and friends that you have in your classes if you have to miss a day from being sick or traveling. So you always have to be really careful about which resources you use.
Yeah, for sure. And like also, so like outside of volleyball a little bit, what's something you like to do, man? What you get home, you don't have homework, volleyball practice is over. Like, what's something you enjoy doing?
I enjoy maybe talking about either my family or my girlfriend on the phone. I recently talked to my brother last night a lot about his first volleyball game back at high school at home, so that was good.
Nice.
I also like to take walks outside because they could be really warming and enjoying, especially on good days like this right now.
Yeah. Absolutely. A walk is important, man. Clears your head. I agree with that a lot. Especially like I live near a park, so like it's cool to be, go out and just, walk around. There's a big loop around the park, which is always nice and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hoop at all with the guys? I know the guys hoop a little bit.
I don't think.
How's your hoop dreams?
Other than maybe messing around a little bit in practice, like hooping's not really my thing.
That's fair. I don't blame you, man.
All I really do is just dunk around. I got no shooting skills.
That's fine. All you need to do is dunk. It looks cool anyways,
Exactly.
It looks cool.
Exactly.
All right. I want to, again, talk a little bit about volleyball again. You're a volleyball savant. We've learned that. Who is your favorite player to watch?
There's a lot of really good players that I like watching, like as like I go through like different lots of players that I watch from time to time. I really like watching maybe like Hawaii's 2019 team. They were a really good team back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And like unfortunately they didn't win the championship that year, but they did have a really good team that had like players like
Those with Voss and
I think it was 2019. I don't think Voss was in that roster yet.
Oh, okay.
They had this really good outside. It was like 6'8". He was from like Denmark or something like that, or Poland or whatever.
Uh-huh.
He was like really, really good, and like he didn't jump high for like how tall he was, but like he was just like really crafty with the ball, and like he didn't really care about height. He just had to care about like controlling the ball and keeping the ball in play and scoring for his team and helping his teammates improve.
Yeah. And was like, do you still watch that team, like highlights and stuff? Like, does that carry over to your game? Do you try to watch some of your favorite players and carry that through your game, and or what is this? How does that?
Yeah, like I watched the teams play, and I watch how they communicate in the court and bring each other up, and I try to replicate that by bringing to people on the court here at PFW to help them improve and not get in their head and bring good vibes in the court.
Yeah, for sure. All right, because you are, again, I say this like with so much respect about being a volleyball savant. Did you grow up learning all these guys, or was this like a more recent thing? Because like I feel like I could ask you a question and you would know about volleyball, and that's like so cool.
Okay, it was probably more recent because like I didn't really start playing like actual like club until like maybe like start of COVID. So
Really?
like it was like a little early-ish late in the game. So like
Mm.
yeah.
So how'd you find the love of volleyball? Like where did that come into play?
Well, I started by playing it a lot with friends back at home, and like it stuck to me once I like my friends like kept playing,
Mm-hmm.
and I still play with them a little bit today back home. They're all in the grade below me because everybody played up in my senior year, so
Mm-hmm.
it's really fun.
So as you go through your volleyball journey, what has been your favorite moment as a volleyball player so far? Overall, not just college. Overall,
Overall,
maybe it's in college, but I don't know.
potentially, I think maybe it could be in college also, but like in general for everything, I think it's just like bringing love to your teammates and showing that like no matter what happens, you can always support them and be there for them.
Mm-hmm.
Because like volleyball's a team sport, like you're not gonna have like one person, one crazy player that like kills the ball every time to like bail them out. So like you have to be a very good athlete and a really mature teammate to help your teammates and
Yeah,
bring them up.
and succeed. Yeah, for sure. That's pretty. It's heartwarming. I was gonna say my Team Florida moment, but like, your answer is a little bit better than mine.
Oh,
I might be a little bit more selfish there. I'm more like, oh, like this highlight and that highlight, but that's pretty. That's fair. That's fair. Shout out my Team Florida team, by the way. Shout out to you guys. We always had fun. All right, yeah, I think that's a wrap for me. Do you have any remarks, any other questions, or something you want to say?
Wow, let's just be the smartest team in the Mevo. Let's do this
Let's do it. I'm excited for these next couple weeks. We have a lot of growth always happening every single day.
every day.
But well, I think that's a wrap. Week 11. What is it? Episode 12, week 11. Yeah, I got that right. Okay, I was, my name's John Diedrich. This is
Vince Spadoni.
Thank you for joining. What a great episode, Vince. I'm always glad to do this. And as always, go Dons.
Let's do this.